Valentines. So we have a message. It's connected to this plant. What's happening with this plant? The time we're in. The new moon. In Taurus. The King of Pentacles. And Moss Spirit and Will-O-the-Wisp. It's connected to ego sublimation. The time we're in. We're completely transforming anew. We're having the metamorphosis. It's happening right now. And this is connected to the King of Pentacles. Now this plant, the day after the readings were lost, I was coming back from that experience, and I remember I walked over here and I looked and I was like, wow, we've gone from 2 to 3. And they said, this means something, Nicole. And I turned over here to the table and I received this message. And it's connected to the King of Pentacles, the time we're in, and the new moon in Taurus. They said this pentacle is connected to that third shamrock. It's new growth, it's connection. It's connected to shifting from the 3 to the 2. And this is connected to healing from the shadows. And this is the rest of the message. Okay, so this is the key to manifestation right now. The King of Pentacles. Our connection to the new moon in Taurus and Taurus season. We're healing from the shadows. We know this with the light. We're healing from fear in order to create love. This is connected to the Two of Cups. Our equality. But we're holding on to fear. We're holding on to our shadow side. There's a piece of our shadow side that we're holding on to. But through this metamorphosis, we're about to shed it and expand. And it's connected to the moth and Will-O-the-Wisp. Now, the High Priestess is going to help us with this transformation. And it's connected to this lunar eclipse at the end of the month. We're going to grow and continue to expand and invest in the earth, and it's connected to our expansion in the sun, the masculine, healing with the masculine, expanding here, untwisting it. And we're understanding what this means right now. We're actually receiving downloads and visions as to what this means. And it's happening through healing through the Five of Swords. And this Five of Swords, of course, we know is connected to the Five of Wands charge. As we're on our spiritual quest, a spiritual battle, and a lot of times the spiritual battle is not without, it's within, right? And we honor this, we're honoring this. And we are seeing that this is allowing us to shift and heal from our fears. And that's what we're doing. And this is really what we're working on with this new moon. This new moon is allowing us to heal from fear. And it's connected to that Ace of Swords and what we want to see with the King of Swords, right? But we're coming out of the Four of Cups. We're coming out of stagnation. We're healing from stagnation. We're doing alchemy of the cups. Because what we're doing is we're working with the feminine here. That's what we're doing. We're honoring the way to expand with the sun and work with the masculine is to honor the feminine. Honor the balance. That's creation. So we're working with the moon here. The moon and the sun. And it's connected to this message, guys. This new moon coming up in Taurus and what's happening at the end of the month. This is all coming together with this metamorphosis. The day that, and isn't it ironic that ego sublimation was the reading that, vanished. And this was a massive reading that was massive time and energy was put into, and a lot was said. But there's a reason for everything. We find out what it is, right? But this is connected to our crown, and we're going to heal from the Seven of Swords. This has to do with the High Priestess and information and connection to our solar plexus. We're working on the 9 of Cups here in wish fulfillment with our sacral chakra. And it has to do with our passions. And we're switching gears for a little bit. We're going to heal through the energy of the opposite. So we're in the time of ego sublimation. So yes, we're going to connect to our passions. And this has to do with the green man in synergy, growth, nature, what's green. Working with our chakras, the heart, food. And we're going to get to that in a minute. We're going to get to food and chakras. This also has to do with power, lightning, the masculine, understanding energy, understanding how to expand with energy and this kind of explosive energy. Working with our surroundings in order to do that. And it has something to do with submerge the iceberg and what we're about to do with this. How we're about to break up this energy, this toxic energy, what we came here to do on mission work. As we know, we're worker bees ourselves. We're taking what's toxic and we're transmuting it for the collective. And it's connected to waterfall, effortlessness. And look, you can see the transformation happen. It was also ironic when I didn't think that we were going to get any channeled messages from the cards today, and then they put this together. Because we're going to stillness. It's like a picture book. Stillness. And that stillness is connected to the meadow and vulnerability. And wow, what a transformation we've gone from here to here by understanding this. Wow. Wow. This is one heck of a transformation. This is one heck of a metamorphosis. Synergy. Synergy with our passions. This is key here. And it's connected to stone people, vigilance. And this has much to do with, look, we honor how long a tree has been here on the earth. We honor how long the earth has been here, how long this stone has been here. We honor how long the wisdom of the earth. We also honor that our energy here, the impact that our energy has here. That's what's our legacy. Okay, so we may not be here as long as this rock, this stone. But our energy is our legacy, what we're doing here. Our energetic footprint. And that is connected to the new moon promise. And we're going to find out how. The new moon, remember, it's in Taurus. And it's connected to blessings and the rainbow. And the rainbow is right now working with the chakras, our energy, our electromagnetic field. And right now, we're laser focusing on what we eat. Higher vibe choices. And this is allowing shape-shifting here with the clouds. We're going to shape-shift like the clouds with our energy. And it's connected to lotus flower unfoldment. And we're in a time of unfoldment. This is our metamorphosis. This is our growth. This is our expansion. And right now it's connected to a message from the Pleiades. Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas, big picture thinking. And this message is connected to understanding why we've always felt like many of us, we don't fit in. We have a hard time with our environments because we came here to create anew. We came here to do this. The Pleiadians are our cosmic cousins. They're here to remind us that it's never too late to learn new things to change the future. You are being called to be a visionary for the planet, to take a breath, shake off what you've been taught about the world, and hold a new vision for humanity. And this is connected to that high vibe future that we're creating for the collective to feed from. You're likely a natural big picture thinker, here to generate ideas for the future, here to birth a new age and dream a new world into being. The future will be woven by dream makers like you. by those with enough courage to question the way things have been and envision new possibilities for the planet. And yes, right now we're in this time of this metamorphosis where we're actually being pushed. We're being pushed for this. That's where we're feeling it. And it's all about, you know, I really want to say surrendering and then pushing back with new patterns, but it's not even a push. Because this is about learning now how to gracefully expand. Yes, sometimes we're push and pull. We're push and pulled in this cosmic transformation. But now we do this enough times. We are going to use more of healing from our impulses. This is a chance in order to get the most out of the expansion. This is the chance to really even test ourselves. And this means allowing ourselves to really have high vibe visions, high vibe dreams. This is a really deep healing that's being offered. The world needs more artists, dreamers, inventors, and visionary thinkers. Perhaps you've had an idea recently that you've been called to usher in. If so, it's your confirmation that this is divinely guided, that this message is here to tell you this is divinely guided, and this is amping up our mission work in order to build. We're going to build, create. And yes, we may be destroying in order to create anew. Walking through that door. Closing a door to walk through a new one. The Palladians support us in our important stage in Earth's development. They want us to know that the decisions we make today will affect the well-being of our planet and all of its species. They're calling you to be a leader of the future, to hold a clear vision of what's possible, to trust that vision and follow it through with daily action, to dream a new world into being, to hold your mind open and try not to worry about what others think. For it takes great courage to pave a new path, to trust a new vision before it's a new reality. And it is a reality. Starseed Soul Inquiry. How are you being called to step up and lead? What new ideas or creations are you being called to pursue? And right now it's to create with new patterning. It's to create with new patterning, connection. This is healing from separateness. This is restoring connection and remembering what separateness is connected to. And guys, this is all, I'm now, because this reading got deleted, ego sublimation, and now I'm reworking it. Now I'm really reworking it. And we're going to be getting into all this stuff. Understanding that when we're here, we're needing to escape reality. But we're understanding when we work with reality, we're facing it, and then we're expanding with healthy fantasy and dreams of creation. And this is untwisting it. This is where we untwist it. Here we're being lost in fantasy and addiction to escape reality. And this is connected to that ego sublimation that will now be a special here. So stay tuned. And now what we're about to talk about today, and we're going to expand off of this further, it's when we untwist it, we're going to make high vibe choices with food. This is connected to working with our chakras, okay? And understanding that we're working with the colors of the rainbow. We have this avocado here for our heart chakra, as well as the root. We have some blueberries here. I know they're going to be very hard to see, but some blueberries. It's not the season for blueberries yet. I'm still waiting. For our throat chakra. Woo! That's a tomato. All right. Now, this is a nightshade vegetable here to represent what we can eat for the third eye. Guys, and this is understanding that all foods, there's a science to food. Food is information, there's a science to food. You know, there's much research done on nightshade vegetables, and this happens to be a nightshade vegetable as well as peppers, and people stay away from those because it's said that it's not good for inflammation. you know, as well as there's much studies done to say that tomatoes can, you know, that they're very acidic. We have to be careful with eating too much of them. It's about a balance. It's understanding, what are you doing? Like, what are we working? We're doing purification of within. This is about laser focusing within. And we're working with our endocrine system. And this is understanding when we're working with our third eye, we're doing purification because we really want to work with the divine. We really want to expand. Well, what does that mean? This means we're making high vibe choices in order to work with that system and our third eye and allow that expansion. And what is the knowledge? It's a detoxification of our environment. It's a detoxification of what are lower vibe foods, what is toxic. And so, yes, we're going to do this purification work and we're going to expand. And we're going to, of course, ask what that means today with the High Priestess. And it is connected to the moon and this Five of Wands charge. We're still having a balanced diet. We're still going to have protein. We're going to have fat. We're going to have carbohydrates. And if you take your plate and if you cut that up into threes to a third of each and keep it balanced, you're helping your blood sugar not to spike, and we don't want our blood sugar to spike. This is all about helping us to heal from our impulses so we don't drink from this cup, so we have our best life. Water. Alkaline water, right? We're balancing our karmic scales. Of course, we're going to expand on